Force will be reporting from the sidelines. And Utah starts out with the ball. George with it. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, BA, this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now here's Butler. The kick out, Curry. And it's off from three-point range. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Warriors for a minute. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the two things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And so it's Golden State with it, following the three by Utah. Curry goes in, outside for Butler. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets you out.
Pass to George. The three. Pajinski grabs the board. Now here's Curry. Down low. Here's Green. Shot clock at 6. Utah with the rebound.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Vassell's shot is good.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Outside Curry. Oh, sweet move. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
You can tell how confident Jackson Jr. is working the pick and roll set. He moves with real purpose.
And the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, BA, they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up. Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
And still one of the nastiest defenders in this league. Green protecting the house.
To the inside. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Pass to George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson, the screen. For three, George. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Golden State. Trailing by 4.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Now here's Vassell. 6 points for him. He drops it from range. Vassell's got 9.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Curry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Well, this is the level of rim protection you get with Jaren Jackson Jr. He takes pride in being this team's defensive end.
Deflects the pass. Back to George. Utah moving the ball around. Fires top of the key.
That's great.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
Green, a screen. They kick it out to Porzingis. Moody on the wing. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's Butler outside. again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Good on the bucket.
Well, really, he's a point forward. You can run your offense through Jimmy Butler.
Right side, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside, Green. They kick it out to Porzingis. 13 feet out. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, look, we know Jimmy Butler never quits. He sticks with the play and fights for the bucket.
To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
The baseline J is on the way. Williams misses. Warriors trail by 3. Inside. It's stolen by Isaac. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Moody. Here's George. No made basket yet. Drains the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Now here's Moody. Pass to Payton. Melton outside. There's a minute 26 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Green.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And Green comes to help. On the wing, Bryant. That three's off the mark. The Warriors trailing. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Gets the three to fall.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. George has a confident stroke.
Pass to Bryant. Kicks it out to Isaac. Williams with it. Payton covering. Another three for Utah.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Warriors trail by 6. Melton outside. Pass to Porzingis. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic. He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Here we go. Back to Williams. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have him.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Curry. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Horford with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Butler. Williams grabs the board.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allen LaForce.
Well, the Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy and that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Guys, back to you.
They're all in. Allie, thank you. Outside Curry. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Kessler. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Here's Bryant inside. And here's Bailey for three. Horford pulls it in. Stolen by Bryant. Pass to Bailey. Here's the three. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. And the Jazz lead by 16.
Once again, a turnover leads to points.
Melton outside. 6 to shoot. The three from Curry. Oh, Curry from way out there.
And anything you can do, Curry can do better. You do not want to get in the shooting contest with that man.
Pass to Vassell. Utah moving the ball around. Count that bucket. Bailey's got his second basket on the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Melton.
Well, they might think twice before bringing it inside again. Kessler with ferocious interior defense.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Jazz leading by 15. There's a double team with Potemski.
Come get it, come get it.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Vassell. Kessler down low. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
You know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Here's Butler. Horford outside. Pass to Curry. Shoots over Bailey. Outside Podziemski.
Right here.
Curry looking it over. Curry from inside.
Well, after a bad start, he looks like a different player right now.
Williams with it. Now guarded by Curry. Back to Williams. Pass to Kessler. Kessler a screen. And here is Williams. Horford with a steal. Left side Curry. Now Butler. A gritty finish from Butler there.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Kessler. Wide open. Connects. The jumper drops. Kessler's got 5 points.
Wow, we get a rare glimpse at a Kessler jump shot. Must be working on it.
To the paint. Horford. Here's Payton. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Bryant. Knocks it down from distance. Bryant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Pass to Payton. Butler on the wing. Outside Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Williams. Here's Bailey. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Yeah, with those long strides, it doesn't take Bailey long at all to get up the floor.
And here's Curry. 6 points for him. On the take. Here's Payton. And the Warriors with another three. And Williams has got the ball here for Utah. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Bailey. Fires for three. Another three for Utah.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside Curry. Now here's Butler. Williams defending. Clock at 6. Curry finds some space. Again, the Warriors score.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Double by Payton. Pass to Bailey. Bryant, left side. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's George. Pajemski grabs the board.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And stolen by Williams. And they're pushing it up. There's the three. They grab their own miss. Kicks it to George. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got 5 points.
And Jackson Jr. takes a good number of threes for a reason, because he's confident in his ability to drain it from here.
Pass to Horford. They double team Horford. The teardrop. Three-pointer. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former defensive player of the year and an elite shot blocker.
It's George on the drive. Up top, Isaac. Here's Williams. Off with the layup. Warriors trail by 17. Pajemski with it. Guarded now by Williams. Out to Horford. Outside Payton. 5 on the clock. Outside Green. Screen by Horford. And again, no good by Golden State.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
George outside. Horford with a steal. Now Green. Outside Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Nice D from Reddish. Pass to George. Stolen by Carter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Utah calls time here. For 3, Porzingis. And so it's Utah looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. And the 3 ball has been huge in building this lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Timeout. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 17. And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup grid.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Butler can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 17. And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul of the game. Here's George. And that one's on target from the wing. George has got 8.
Didn't even really hurry up there. George stayed within himself and got it up quick.
Curry with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. Outside Curry. From downtown. Kessler with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
There's a double team with Pajemski. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Curry. George's shot is off.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Back to Pajemski. Outside for Butler. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot-blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
The 3 from Curry. Gets the 3 ball to go. 11 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Here's Curry. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Porzingis with it. And Kessler picks him up defensively. Outside, Green. It's rebounded by George. Utah leading by 22. Butler with a steal. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and Porzingis powers it home.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Here's Bailey. He's got 10. For 3, Vassell. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Pass to Butler. From the arc. Nice D from Vassell.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shoe.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Williams with it. He's scoreless. Vassell outside. Kessler with a bucket.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Butler up top. 6 points for him. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Bailey. Back to Williams. Vassell outside. Takes the three. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 16-7 run. Now here's Williams. Vassell outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an athlete. A big man with some big-time hops.
Melton outside. The three is up. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Golden State calls timeout. I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around.
On defense, the Jazz. The three from Curry. It's hauled in by Isaac. Right side, Reddish. And that one is hammered home.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Curry. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Putting his size and length to great use. Excellent hustle by Horford on the offensive glass.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
And here's Curry. Still no points. That won't go either for Curry. Back to Jackson. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Vassell. Reddish with it. Now guarded by Curry. Picked by Isaac. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Isaac.
And in that two-man action there, Isaac's someone you need to track. I mean, he is really dangerous after rolling off the pick.
Melton on the wing. Now Horford. It's tipped. Pass to Santos. Now here's Curry. This one for 3. Curry with another miss. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Jackson. Back to Vassell. There's the double team with Horford. Right side, Reddish. Now Williams. Back to Reddish. Horford pulls it in. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
And Utah calls time here. .54 seconds left in the third quarter. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Sends it home from three-point land. Vassell's got 12 points now in the quarter. Right side Carter. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Bailey. That one is stuffed right through.
A big-time slam right there by Bailey. You know, good to see this young man play with such authority.
1 second separating the shot clock in the game count. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Pass to Jackson. Here's Bailey. And he drops it in from the low post. Bailey's got 14 points for the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to...
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Williams. Pass to Toure. On the wing, Bryant. From outside, off the mark.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And it's Utah with the ball. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
The drive by Butler. Good work there as it goes.
Well, I think the kids would say Jimmy was in his bag, right?
Reddish on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Utah.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Utah moving the ball around. Williams with it. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Look, the defense was there, but he made a great adjustment at the rim.
Here's Butler. Melton outside. 4-3. Utah grabs the miss.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Williams with it. Now Pajemski defending. And here's Bryant outside. Another 3 for Utah.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this high on a three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better.
The Jazz again can't hit. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Moody misses. And it's Utah with the ball. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Now here's Butler. Again, the miss by Butler.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Williams from long range. Pass to Toure. The three is up. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Outside for Green. Lets it go from deep. Outside Pajemski. And he drives in. Outside, Green. And here's Butler. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, B.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Williams misses.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And here's Curry for three. It's hauled in by Reddish.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's Curry for three. Drills it from deep.
And whether he's torching you off the dribble or off a screen, Steph is one of the best ever at creating space for a shot.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. Here's Curry. The three. And the Warriors with another three.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Pass to Williams. The Jazz again can't hit.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Now Curry to the paint. Here's Green. For three, Porzingis. No good on that one. He's 5 for 8.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Williams looking around. There's the triple. He buries it from 3. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Toure. Outside, Williams. They double him with Curry. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Bryant, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. In your career, Stan, you coached contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Bryant. Up top, Curry. Green for 3. Can't hit that one.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it. but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
A minute and a half left to play in the fourth quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Jazz.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Vassell.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Curry gets the bucket.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And Reddish, here we go. Pass to Bryant. Puts up a 3. Pajimski grabs the board. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Butler, no good. Outside Reddish. Back to Sharp. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant